Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to today's Bitcoin update for Saturday 16th of July, and let's get this thing rolling started. And the party keep on continues, and the sideways is still continuing on. Yesterday I talked about the stalled candlestick pattern, which is a bearish pattern, and so far it played out perfectly. So on the daily time frame, we've actually been able and been successful to actually develop that stalled candlestick pattern, and here we are. And I told you, the third criteria, the third condition for a stalled candlestick pattern was that the third candle was not able to cross the second candle. And if you look at the closing of the third candle, it's pretty much below the middle candle, the second candle right there. So pretty much the stall is done, 3 black rows is done, the stall is done. 2 bearish patterns. Today's the weekend. It's pretty much a killer combination to actually bring the market once again down to this level and probably bounce off again and go back. Who knows? But the thing is, when you come down here, we're gonna get the answer. So it seems like Saturday, Sunday could be that retracement down here. I don't know if there's any intention to continue lower. It seems like it just wants to actually continue the sideways and coming down here and again bouncing off to go back, and maybe just continue sideways for as long as it can and go for a huge vacation, huge holiday, who knows. Now I just want to personally see this thing coming down and losing 18,891 because I need some discount, man. I'm bothered there's not discount in quite a while. I need those 60% drops, I need those 40% drop. Oh my goodness. And there are a lot to talk about. There's always a lot to talk about. I say this in every single video, I know, but the truth is that yes, there's a lot to talk about. And right now, what is there is the stalled candlestick pattern. So let's go to Google once again and talk about the stalled candlestick pattern, just like that. And we're gonna bring in the images so that you can better understand. All right. So something like this, deliberation stalled pattern. Oh, this is deliberation. There are two things. One is deliberation stalled pattern, and one is just stalled pattern. But the one we have is stalled pattern actually, this one. So boom, one big green candle, one bigger but a little bit smaller than the first one, and the third one is going to be pretty much small. So you can see where the stop loss really is, and you can see where the entry really comes in. So it seems like you should understand that this is a selling opportunity because this is where you try to maybe sell this one, and this is where the stop loss should be. And at the same time, that really means if 21,191 based on a short is going to be a stop loss, that means Bitcoin, if it does come back and take this stop loss, Bitcoin is going to be bullish to continue higher. That's the message. Hidden message right there, okay? Because when you take the bearish side of it, it means that it's trying to flip bullish, isn't it? So if by magic, if somehow you actually go up here and you take this level and you move down, move up, then amazing, okay? Okay, now there are some few more things I want to talk about, and that is going to be resistance again at every single corner, and we are being cornered with resistance as much as we are able to be cornered with resistance at so many different levels. Ethereum, right? So I saw Ethereum potentially make a triple bottom here. It tried to cross yesterday, but look at it, still got rejected, right? So three white soldiers went up, tried to cross, a wick to the upside, and then boom, the closing is to the downside again. Okay, so my take is that it comes to this support level once again. Can it lose it? Then boom, we crash to the downside. Okay, let's see a Glamour. All right, I do see a lot of things just going up to the resistance. Now Glamour has made this bearish rectangle pattern, and it's actually looking to come down to nearly this level, which is going to be 0.4138. This is what I want to see for Bitcoin personally. Something very similar to this, that Bitcoin actually comes down and breaks like this and then moves towards $11,000 or perhaps $10,000. Yeah, because that's the technical target if you're going to be losing that sideways movement, because you're going to be creating a huge bearish rectangle pattern, right? So this is exactly what I want you to see. It's a peek to the future of what I want to see for Bitcoin, right? And as long as this doesn't really happen, we cannot be bearish all of a sudden right now. But at the moment, yes, there's a bearish pattern, at least for the 1-2 days, and come down to that resistance line, and that's consolidation box that we're putting in right now. That's just only it. That's the only thing about Bitcoin right now. But this is the favorable scenario that I want to see for Bitcoin. You know, go down, break down, come for the retest, get the kiss of death, and then boom, lose that. And for Bitcoin, it's going to be losing $18,800. If you lose $18,800, you know, come down to $18,800, just the same way Glamour did, go back, get the kiss of death, boom, move to the downside. And I don't know, something really tells me this is bound to happen, and it should even really happen. So let's go to Binance here. I just want to search Bitcoin on this exchange because it's quite important to talk about Bitcoin and the possibilities of Bitcoin to go to even $7,000, because my charts are kind of like saying Bitcoin can go to 7K as well. You do have this level that is pending on the retracement down to $8,271. Keep that in mind, because this is a huge head and shoulder that you're putting in for Bitcoin on the daily. Do you see that? I don't know if you understand this or not, but this is your left shoulder, this is your head, that's your right shoulder. Bitcoin is somehow on a technical target to come down to this level. All right, so there are really the odds are there, the favors are there to actually lose this level and go pretty much to the downside. This is going to be way more visible if I turn on the 3-day chart. Just look at the 3-day does all the justice for us. Okay, it's pretty picture perfectly here. That's your left shoulder, the head here, the right shoulder. You broke it, and now you just came down. You make that consolidation, came down, consolidation again. That drop to the downside is what I'm looking forward to, and it takes you to nearly that $8,000 level as well. Okay, so 9,000, 8,000, 10,000, 11,000 are pretty much some levels that I'm looking forward to. And this is a zone that could be the bottom for Bitcoin, something like that one right over there. Okay, and you do have some big huge support moving forward if Bitcoin does actually drop down to those levels, and that's the previous supports that we used to head right over there, right somewhere near there. And if it comes down here, that could be your potential bottom, and then from here amazing rise or a rally to the upside can actually take place. All right, so it is what it is at this point of time. I just want to see Bitcoin coming down, but the thing is that you do have two bearish things on a different in different forms. So the first one was 3 black crows, the second one was a stalled one, and it just pretty much is giving that power. You know, the power is actually coming in for Bitcoin to continue to slip and fall to the downside. And my take is that today, Saturday, we make the correction, Sunday we make another correction. I just want to see how this is going to move on onto the weekly as well. So let's dive into the weekly time frame. So yeah, the weekly the weekly. Who knows? This week you could actually do something like this. You know, in the next 2 days, absolutely shoot to the downside like that. Come to 18,155 by Sunday, and by Monday you just go a little bit up to backtest this level. And the next week you just continue with the dumps as well. And that's it for this update on Bitcoin. I'm going to see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.